Hello everyone, welcome here. Okay, if I remember correctly, last time we were in the middle of a campaign. So let's continue that, why don't we? We have 2 abduction missions left. Both 4 men. We should have plenty of people for that no matter what happens. Okay. Supposed to grab a guy who's waiting for an express. Okay. And there's definitely exits because it says there are. Alrighty. Alright. The train he wants to get on will arrive in 2 minutes and 40 seconds. There's the HVT we need to grab. There's one exit. There's another exit. There's another exit. Oh, fun. Okay, there's security gates there. There's security camera over there. Not that that's going to matter. We could deploy somebody on the platform if we had high concealment, which we definitely don't. He's got private security around the place. We could start in here if we had concealment, which once again, we don't. I don't know if we could blow that wall. Probably not. It looks pretty thick. Okay. We could definitely break into this room. And out there to this fence, which we would then have to use the bolt cutters on to get through. But that's not really a good way to stop him. Unless we get somebody up to the fence, get gun on him before he can move. Approaching just running down the middle of this hall might work, but I suspect there'll be enemies on either side that we'll have to deal with as we go. With a lot of glass looking out into here. But that would only allow us to block this escape point. This one is the one I'm much more worried about. This one I'm not worried about at all. Unless he like walks down the platform over time or something. Yeah. Well, we're definitely going to deploy some guys over here. Hello, Ash. Welcome here. If I deploy 2 guys down here, enter through this door and just book it north. Top speed. Looking left and right and clearing as we go. We could do this the very loud way. Hello, survey. Welcome here. I don't know, all this glass makes me nervous. Okay. The question is, if I deploy 2 guys with slap charges here.
Roger. Affirmative.
We climb into this window. We slap charge these 2 doors. We bolt cut that. Boom. Hopefully the slap charges don't set him off before we can get somebody covering this to keep him from escaping. Meanwhile, we need to get people up close enough to here to prevent him from escaping this direction instead. So we're gonna have to start 2 guys down here too. For sure. Well, no matter what, we need to start 2 guys down here, because we don't have any concealment or anything. But these guys need to get started first, and that might spook him. Okay, well, it depends on how easily he can be a spook. Do we just run through the security gate so that set him off immediately, or will we have time to worry about it? I guess there's only one way to find out. One of you fools needs to be bringing a bolt cutter. And that's kind of, I'm going to make it you. These guys are still all loaded up with weird crap. Not that we're bringing them along on this mission, but... He also has an AT-4, which he shouldn't have. Okay. Alright, so we got a bolt cutter in this entry team so we can cut through that fence. Alternatively, we could bring a wall charge, blow that wall, and then pop out this door. But that would depend on him not getting frisky as soon as he heard the wall charge. Which... Gonna take a little bit to blow through that door. It'd be faster to blow this door and go. Because we can shoot through the fence at least. Okay, and these guys down here... Okay. We're gonna bring a grenadier here.
Affirmative.
I'm gonna see if I can fire from here, through the security gates, through these windows, and blow up the security system to disable the security gates. That might be a good idea. It might also be completely retarded, because explosions might set him off even more than the alarm would. But you never know with this game. These security gates I'm not going to worry about, because by the time we get to that point, he's assuredly going to be running one direction or another. Maybe. Okay. Give him the flashbangs and slap charges. We could manual breach this door and just go in and knock that out as well. And then breach through here. Like that. Avoid the gates entirely. We'll see what makes the most sense when we actually get into the mission.
Let's do this.
Okay. You guys get ready there. Okay, you. Oh, bullshit. Nothing in the way of my ass. What is with this game, and it's absolutely atrocious clear window order not working half the time.
Wilco.
Okay.
Roger. Placing charge. They're here. Charge ready. Stay low. Deal out.
Okay. Go through those gates. Oh, okay, that can't be blown up. It has to be hacked. Well, it doesn't matter. Let's go.
Stay low.
I need you in here as well. Okay, the guy's on the move. I don't know where he's at.
Get out. Reloading.
Okay. You
Roger.
jet charge. Okay. You proceed.
Placing charge.
Primary target got away.
Okay.
Mission failed.
We booked it immediately for there.
Charge set. Clear.
Alright, now what can I do that'll make this move faster? These guys can come in second after these guys fully breach and get up to here, pop that and get out. Instead of having a big running gunfight in the hallway.
Wilco. Roger.
No, don't manual breach.
Affirmative.
We use slap charge because it's the fastest way to get through these doors.
Setting charge. Charge ready. Affirmative. Placing charge. Charge ready.
Okay. Now, you go out like that. You book it up for the fence. Okay. The dude is assuredly running for one of the other exits.
Wilco.
Okay, guy snuck up from behind.
Tango down. Clear.
Yeah, there's no way.
Affirmative. Target in sight. Don't move.
Nope, he booked it already.
Got one.
There he is. No, make him stop, damn you. He's gonna escape. There's no flipping away, he doesn't.
I got hit.
Okay. The elevator's active. He is right beside this exit point.
Wait here.
Stand back. Clear.
Okay, we've got him at gunpoint. Now. These two guys need to ford up
Clear.
while we send guys in, clear this out.
Camp here.
Trooper down.
Damn it. Where'd he get shot from? Alright, so this plan actually kind of almost worked.
Wilco. Roger. Placing charge. Charge ready. Affirmative.
No.
Setting charge. Charge set.
Okay. Actually, no, I don't want you to move in like that. Move up to there. Okay. You watch the back.
Now, stay low! Got one! Wilco.
No idea where the bastard went.
Don't shoot!
There he is. Damn it, he's
Primary
escaped.
target got away. Mission failed.
Okay, why was he so reluctant to run last time? You know, instead of trying to... Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to move these guys till we block this exit. And then we're going to try to come up through the middle here with the other guys. I'm almost tempted to bring a whole bunch of smoke grenades and just smoke the whole hallway and run for it. That seems
Affirmative.
tricky, but possibly plausible.
Roger. Setting charge. Charge ready.
No. I keep moving the wrong guy up for this.
Roger. Placing charge. Ready to burn.
Okay. We got the guy sneaking up behind us.
Alarm! Alarm!
Okay. Now, that idiot is not going to make it to that escape point now.
Roger.
I've been hit.
He made it to this
target got
escape
away.
point, though.
Mission failed.
What the hell? Why does he sometimes run for it and other times not? It makes no sense. Alright. There's no way I can sneak guys up here. It's just not going to happen. Because I don't have any stealthy guys. Do I have any better way to breach quietly than a slap charge? The dynamic camera is pretty loud, but it should be a lot quieter than a slap charge. The manual breach is really loud. Let's try the dynamic camera.
Affirmative.
We'll watch the noise radius real carefully as it... Okay, that's actually quite quiet. Comparative to like everything else we have available. Including those gunshots just now.
They're here.
Okay.
Roger.
I'm hit. Ah.
Clear.
We're just gonna have to manual breach this. The name camera would be good, but I don't have one, so. There's the elevator. Yeah, actually, I don't care about.
Get out of here.
I don't care about shutting off these gates if I can just go around them. Okay, look, I just want you to go that way, and you go that way first. Except stop there. This time that. Okay. I'm going to give you a dynamic hammer, so we can go through the gate doors a little faster. And then we're going to get these guys to block that area.
Roger. Got one.
Okay.
Affirmative.
Which one of you had the dynamic hammer? You. Okay. Go straight across, breach.
Roger.
And you move up and protect him.
Got one. Shoot.
Okay. This is kind of risky. We're ignoring what's behind us.
Get out of here. God Hobbs, do you read me?
Alright, now, you, get your butt in here. You, dynamic hammer that door.
Target in sight. They got me pinned! Lost a man!
Shoot him! Bastards! I think this was him. Alright, what can I do to better... We could smoke that entrance before we pop out, I suppose. Also, he got lit the hell up. Okay. Yeah. You, instead of flashbangs, are gonna bring smokes. Okay.
Affirmative.
Get these guys into position first. Go ahead and clear this room real quick.
I'm hit.
Comms check. How copy?
There's probably another guy headed this way, so first,
Affirmative. Get down!
okay, there's the elevator.
Clear! I got hit!
Wait, get up.
Okay, that is very not stealthy. You
Wilco.
reload.
Changing mag. Clear!
Okay, that's clear.
Affirmative. Get down!
Nope, he escaped
Primary
immediately.
target got away. Mission failed.
There's just too many exits for... This is not designed for rangers, very obviously. Like, this one's easy enough to block if you're fast, but then he just immediately goes to this one. I was trying to block this one. If this one didn't exist, that'd be easy. Also, now he's starting over on this side, so... Yeah. Beginning to think starting anybody back here is worthless, simply because... Well... Alright, let's try something a little differently this time.
Wilco.
Okay. Now, what I'm going to try is we're going to see if we can get everyone out here and onto the platform. He's already moved, so who the hell knows where he went. The security cameras are over there. Actually, you know what? Let's see if we can go to the security cameras and figure out where he goes before we try anything too exciting.
I'm hit.
Let's check this room first. Okay. Dumbass! Shoot him! Alright. Let's see if we can get somebody on the cameras before we do anything else, I guess. We have a very limited amount of time to do this in, unfortunately.
Affirmative.
Okay.
Wilco.
That gets us a view of the platform. The HVT is just randomly wandering around the platform. Alright. That is very not good.
Affirmative. Waiting for orders.
That's the elevator arriving. But our guys aren't there, so...
Roger. No tangos.
Okay, that bastard's probably booking it for here as fast as he can get his little legs to run.
Got one. Wilco. Clear.
Come on, please don't move.
Got one.
Alright, where's he at? I don't see him. Where in the hell did he go?
Clear. Target in sight. Don't move.
There he is. Get over here, you bastard. Okay, now. I have one guy stand here and look this way. One guy move over here and look that way. That way we can see anybody, if he tries to leak either direction, we'll get him. Now, we need these guys to come through immediately.
Roger. Clear. Tango down.
Okay. Actually, here, look like that. Okay, the elevator door is closed. Which is somewhat surprising.
Stay low.
Please actually hit him, thank you.
Clear. Stay down.
Okay, we keep getting leakers over here. Now.
Get out of here.
Okay. Now. Okay. There's too many directions for a small group of guys to watch. We're just gonna have to hope nobody's coming up behind us. Alright. There he is right there. Okay. Here comes the train.
Target in custody.
Don't care, we got him in custody. Just in case there's loads of guys on that train, let's get these guys heading back here. Okay. You look that way, move up to here. You look that way. Okay. Now, get this bastard out of here. We need to head down to this point. So, first things first.
Comms check. How copy? Roger.
Get somebody on the cameras. Alright, I don't see any hostiles. Let's start moving out. Okay.
Good job. Mission complete.
Alright, that mission was an absolute pain in the butt and relied on a lot of RNG. Do with the Rangers. Now, we have another abduction. Okay. Now been tracked down aboard NV Saltbury. Just off the coast to southeast, still within range of our coastal forces. We'll drop you off at the bow of the ship, and you'll need to clear your way to the command deck. Okay. The crew is manning the insertion boats to augment your force for duration of the assault. It doesn't say he can escape, so he probably can't. Which makes this a relatively straightforward mission, question mark. Okay. We have a couple of allied troops. We can only bring in guys with high mobility. Go ahead and reset everybody's setups to where they're supposed to be. Okay, for this we'll bring just pure assaulters. We'll bring the whole bottom row, I
Roger.
think.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Roger.
Okay, nothing news unlocked there. We're almost level 16. Almost, for certain values of almost, I guess. Okay.
Ready to initiate.
I don't see any escape points. You have an MP7 suppressed. You have Mark 18 suppressed. Okay. I should have brought Mark 18s for this instead of the Ergies. Oh well.
No tangos.
I don't really mind here if our guys decide to be very loud indeed, but
No tangos.
okay. That section of container stacks is clear. Now, you will proceed the rail, watching that way. You will watch that way. You will watch that way. You'll come out here, you'll come out there, and you'll come out there. Hello, Sealoth. And thank you very much for the subscription. 33 months, huh? That's a lot of time and not inconsiderable amount of money. Okay, that almost ended very badly. Not the subscription, those guys not looking behind him. Or me not telling him to look behind him, I guess I should say. Okay.
Clear. Tango down. No tangos.
That sounds like a helicopter. I'm not sure what to think of that, except it's probably bad. Alright, it seems like it might be okay. Not shooting at us anyway, so that's all that matters. Apparently it's our extract showing up. Alright. Actually, no. Here, you hold. You hold there. And you come up and
Tango down. No tangos.
hold this container. And you come up and hold that. This guy can move without us losing sight of this side of the ship.
Got him. Clear.
Okay, now.
Clear.
Alright. kind of tempted. Let's flashbang these windows and see if that pops the
Flashbang
blinds.
out!
It
Tango
did.
down.
Okay. Well, that makes clearing that room a lot easier. Okay. He's probably in this room if I had to guess. Here, move to there. Hold that. You move to there, hold that. Okay, now you are free to move.
Wilco.
Okay. Now. Okay, there's a hostage. We'll leave him there for now.
Affirmative.
Use has a
Placing
SWAT charge on the door.
Charge set. Site bomb located. Stand back.
Oh, fine.
Roger. Tango down. Diffusing. No tangos. Done here.
Okay.
Hands behind your back. Primary target secured. Affirmative.
Grab the hostage.
Hostage secured.
Alright, that should be everything we need. Don't jump over random shit, go around it. Alright. Now, unless enemies magically spawned behind us, we should have a clear route to the exit. Okay.
Don't shoot! I'm out of here!
Hostage is safe.
Yay! That was an easy mission compared to the previous couple.
Great work, Commander.
Alright, lovely. This one would definitely be, I don't know about easier, but it would be very different with CIA. It's clearly designed around their capabilities. Alright, did that get us enough to unlock? Yes, it did. Okay, amazing. We can buy the MP5 SD. Yay! Okay. Now we're all ready for tiny troubles. Specifically, Tiny Troubles 3. Okay. Hostage rescue. Optional, eliminate all terrorists. Okay. Insurgents know someone's coming to rescue. Fortified where they could. Okay. Alright. We can bring 4 guys. We're not bringing Grenadiers. We don't need them.
Affirmative.
We'll bring a team of 2 over here.
Roger.
And a team of 2 over
We'll
here.
go.
We're using MP5s because that seems like a good idea. Or at least I want to try them out. And let's see, what do we have for door breaching options that aren't incredibly loud? For this door, nothing. So we'll slap this door, but we'll have these guys try to sneak in through these doors a little more
Lock
quietly.
and load. Let's do this. Tango down.
Yeah, these things are nice and quiet. Okay, we can hop that, right? Yes, we can. These are also much shorter guns than the standard ones we use, so we can be closer to doors and stuff,
Affirmative.
while they still keep the gun up.
Here.
How dare you? Okay, well everybody's focused that
We'll
way.
go. Flashbang. Ow! Placing charge. Charge set.
Oh yeah.
We'll go.
Well, that wasn't great. That guy had a shotgun. Bastard.
Toss the mat.
And that guy had a machine gun. Okay.
We'll go. Placing charge.
Okay.
Charge ready.
Now, you
We'll go.
swing the door. Beautiful.
Not here.
Okay. Just double check that corner real quick. Now, problem is there might be somebody in that corner ready to blast us as soon as we hop over this little short wall, which is not ideal. As soon as we pop this, it's going to be very loud instead of only a little loud. Okay, well now it's very loud. I don't know why I bothered to try that, because I knew there was a guy there.
Got one.
Okay, I kind of love these stupid little guns now. Because they are absolutely wrecking the enemies at these close ranges and such like. Okay, you can't quite get a flashbang into there. Okay, move up a little bit. Now we can get a flashbang in there. Okay, now watch that way.
Roger.
No, don't do that. There. Okay, now you may go in. Alright, that room's cleared.
Clear.
Yeah, those doors are gonna be exciting. No matter how you look at it. Here, you pop a flashbang around the corner here. Alright. Now,
Wilco.
can you breach that?
Clear.
We should get everybody in the whole place all excited about running toward us, but at this
Roger.
point it's no longer much of a secret that we're here anyway.
Hostage
Thank
secured.
you.
Affirmative. Got one. Clear.
Okay. And
Please don't hurt me.
we're
Good
done.
job. Mission complete.
"18 seconds is best mission time." How would you even? I guess if you set a wall charge in the right spot. That would definitely be an interesting attempt. Okay, this is HVT. He has an escape point over there. We have 2 men. There's a generator. There's an escape point over there. Okay. We could grenade the generator. But that definitely would... If the HVT wasn't alerted before, he would definitely be then. This one's going to be interesting, I think.
Lock and
Okay, we're
load.
going to leave the
Let's
guys
do
on go
this.
silent this time. Usually I turn them off immediately at the start of the mission. Okay. I don't have any quiet option to breach this door. What kind of quiet options would I even have anyway? Let me
Wilco.
think.
Affirmative.
Dynamic hammer isn't really quiet. Bolt cutter might work on that door, but that's not exactly quiet either. It's quieter. Okay. You have the bolt cutter.
Wilco.
alarm has been raised. Adjust accordingly.
Alright, that guy's gonna be an exciting problem. Alright, let's go see what we can do about that generator first then, I guess. Because we need the darkness to deal with that idiot down at the end. Look at how quiet these are.
Clear.
Okay. Without shooting those idiots, can you
Roger.
sabotage this without making too much noise?
Defused.
You can.
Loaded.
Except... Okay, you head up this way. And you head up that way. Nice and quiet. Nice and quiet.
Wilco. Defused.
Primary target
Wait.
got away. Mission failed.
Destroying the generator sets him off. Seriously? There's no way. Unless somebody saw that. They shouldn't have been able to see any of those bodies because they were between.
Roger. Got you.
Primary target got away. Mission
Nope.
failed.
Weird. So what? You're just straight up not allowed to break that? That's weird. Why even have it there then? Okay. Anyway, we leveled up. That's nice, I suppose. Okay, we'll take medium range burst, because we should have took that a long time ago. And then... that's probably the last useful thing in here. Like, the pistol stuff would probably be great if I was at all interested in using pistols, but... Okay. See if we just don't shoot anyone at all, no matter how stealthy we are.
Stop!
Clear.
Okay, let's wait for a bit. Okay, it's obviously not shooting that guard. There's no way it's shooting that guard too, because he's visually blocked off from everything and the sound didn't extend past this area. Okay, what can he see? Not very much. Yeah, there's nothing we can do to make him shoot that from a distance or something. Okay, let's try this. We'll have one guy watch him while he cuts. Okay. So they didn't automatically shoot him, which means he didn't spot him. And he's not trying to shoot anybody. Nope.
Primary target got away. Mission failed.
Alright, the act of cutting the lights apparently just, you can't do it. Okay. So we're straight up not allowed to cut the lights. Good to know.
Affirmative. Got him. Clear.
Okay.
Roger.
Alarm has been raised. Adjust accordingly.
Well, he fired a gun. That made noise. That raised the alarm. The HVT is immediately, instantly going to escape through there.
I'll find them.
Yep.
Primary target got away. Mission failed.
So how in the hell do we get down there without cutting him off? We just have to hope that they get their shot off, I guess.
Roger.
The enemy is now alerted to your presence.
All right. Okay. No. No. Where's the damn light coming from? Okay, that might work.
Wilco.
Alarm has been raised. Adjust accordingly.
No, it definitely did not work. I don't have any kind of more accurate gun that's also quiet. There's no way a smoke grenade will work. They wouldn't be that dumb as to let you just be able to smoke an area. Okay, who did they give the smoke grenade to? You. Alright.
Got one. No tangos. Wilco. Popping smoke.
Okay, like that made a loud noise when it hit. Which is not terribly realistic, but anyway. Nobody asked me, I suppose.
Wilco.
Right there!
Target in sight.
Alarm has been raised. Adjust accordingly.
Hands in the air.
Enemy!
Stand down.
Okay. The smoke grenade didn't set him off. But then enters the question of whether we'd be able to sneak somebody around the back here without setting them off. No, because the light extends too far this direction. I wonder if there's something to do with this generator. Like you would think, destroying the generator, or shutting the generator down, and then using the darkness to sneak around a little bit better, would be the approved method of finishing this mission. But no, as soon as you set that generator off, he's booked it. That must be either a complete red herring or something. But yet using the smoke grenade worked, so we'll go with that.
Got one. Clear.
Dump the smoke right there.
Popping smoke. Wilco.
Go and deal with it.
Okay. About the only other thing that comes to mind would be flash spam, lock him down with that. You don't have near enough people for that. Yeah. Like, I just cannot believe that the generator immediately sends him for the exit. I mean, sure, it kind of makes sense. Oh, the lights are off. Let's get out of here. But also, why in the hell would you put a generator here then? Is it just to make the player... Oh, you can't do that after all? That makes zero sense.
Stop right there!
Affirmative.
Camp here.
Hang ahead.
Well, that definitely did not maintain silence.
Target in sight.
Okay.
Alarm has been raised. Adjust accordingly.
Hold it right there, you asshole. Damn it.
Primary target got a...
I hate HVT escape missions that are in where he's right close to the exit. Alright, we don't have to go up this way. Let's try going in this way. Because I do, after all, more or less know where the enemies can appear here. Like there.
Got one. Clear.
We have quiet guns. We just don't cut the generator. Okay. Okay. A little bit of brightness there.
Target in sight.
The enemy is now alerted to your presence.
Clear. Tango down.
Yeah, get wrecked, asshat. Alright, now, we know there's enemies in this area. We know this area should be clear.
Primary target secure. Affirmative.
Guess we'll sabotage the lights on our way out. There's Billy to spite him.
Defused.
Good job. Mission complete.
Alright. That was a little bit annoying. Almost entirely because of that stupid generator. If the generator, if you could cut that, I had a plan that would have worked really well, I think. But oh well. Okay, one of our assets has been blown. Okay. It's safe to presume we will have mere seconds before the blockheads paint his office wall with brain matter, so we'll have to move quick. Rescue our guy alive. Okay. We have 4 troops available, of which for some reason they're only deploying 3. There's guys in there with the dude in question. This looks like it's going to be a very uncivilized event, shall we say.
Roger.
So let's include a support gunner and just light the place up. Also, this does not look like MP5s are going to be at all useful. So let's bring Ergies. Suppressed, because why not, with hollow sights and with ball. Okay. We are definitely not going to be stealthy here.
Wilco.
We'll bring these 2 guys. I think they're the lowest
Wilco.
level currently on the team. And then Grenadier. We can launch an M203 at the front of the building here and hopefully not actually murder him.
Lock and load. Let's do this.
Okay. Move those guys in like that. And you move around behind them to here. If we hit it right there, it should stun everyone inside without actually hurting the HVT. I mean, it will stun him, but...
Shield out.
Okay, you
Wilco.
run to here. You run
Affirmative.
to here. Once you reach that location, push out a bit. Once you reach this location,
Stay down. I got hit.
okay. Few injuries, but you hold that. You as the not quite so injured point man.
No tangos. Got him.
Okay. Got a mild injury. Okay, he'll hold our rear.
Run out.
Let's just let everything sit for a bit. The urgency has worn off a little. Okay. This is a window.
Get out of here. Order, sir.
Just wait until we're ready to grab you. It'll be as soon as I'm sure the rest of this building is clear. Okay, now you can leave. Alright.
Don't shoot.
We've got all the angles held. We can just book it to the exit and be done.
Doing it.
Hello, Treebeard. Well, come here. Apparently getting him to the exit is not enough, so let's start moving everyone else to the exit as well. Apparently that's not enough either. What do we need to do? Rescue survivors, retreat to evac zone. Are there more guys we should have grabbed? Oh wait, no, I forgot him. Oops. Okay, you may also proceed to the evac zone.
Affirmative. Hooah!
Okay. Now, eliminate all insurgents in the safe house. Okay. We have suicide vests, yada yada yada. Okay. Let's bring these four assaulters.
Wilco. Affirmative. Affirmative.
And let's go ahead and use the MP5s. With frag grenades.
Lock and load. Let's do this.
Okay. Now. Okay, that room is clear. Cleared on this side. All right.
Get over there. Not here.
Oh, he appeared like he was surrendering, but I guess he changed his mind. All right then.
Clear.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with these guys. Doesn't say what we should do about them. Okay, I need you.
Affirmative.
Open that door.
Got one.
Okay.
Clear.
Well, I am really quite curious. Can we arrest that guy? Yes, we can. Okay. Interesting. I
Good
see.
job. Mission complete.
They fake surrender till you get close, and then they... I don't think I've seen enemies do that in this game. The 8 slots are in the ground. They want someone to bring SWAT and go full militia. Or at least they want to be able to provide the possibility, I suppose. Okay, we have an executioner. Or 2 on the outer balcony. Got some militia there. 4 assaulters.
Affirmative.
Bring these 4 again, because once again they're lower level than the guys in the
Roger.
top row.
Wilco.
Bring flashbangs instead of frags. And then the guy at the front of the stack will have a dynamic hammer. Okay. Rescue the hostages before they can be executed. We'll dynamic hammer this. We'll bust in here. Up through this door. This door doesn't really matter. We'll dynamic hammer that door. Alright. I've seen the fake surrenderish thing once, but that was a fake hostage. I had run into one of those before. I've only ever seen that on one mission as well. That was one of the campaign missions. Anyway, I'm probably going to switch the sniper over to the suicide bomber.
Lock and load. Let's do this.
Okay. You, dynamic
We'll go.
hammer the door. Alright. You two bust in.
Got one.
Okay.
Roger. We lost the map.
Alright.
Tango down. Wilco. Clear.
Actually, yeah, you look that way the whole time. You look that way the whole time. You follow up behind him because we need your dynamic camera here in a second.
Clear.
That was pretty good sniper shot. Took out, looks like multiple guys. Okay, you get your ass over here. Dynamic camera this
Okay.
door. You get in front of the door. You get there. You get here, protect their backs.
Visual on enemy.
Okay, no. Well, yeah, it's not gonna matter. Okay, I think the only enemy left must be in this room back here.
No tangos. Roger.
Yep.
Good job. Mission complete.
Alright. Clean run. Surprisingly. Castle type place, first room. Never turned back on him, so he never had a chance. That's exactly where I saw him. I wonder if that's just the only enemy of that type in the game. Okay, we have a two-man mission. Eliminated all terrorists. Okay. He was hit by the covert ops arm of neighbor stands, Nabora stands, intel agents. The country names they use in this game are hilarious. Okay. Body armor and armor-piercing ammunition. Alrighty. I don't think an MP5 is a very good choice for that. Let's just saying. So... let's go shotguns and grenades, huh? Locked doors? Nope, we don't have to worry about hardly any doors. Okay, so we won't bring dynamic hammer. I do have the language skills and the advanced language skills on the Rangers, so I doubt that'll work. Unless the SWAT get a super duper version of it.
Wilco. Roger.
Alright, let's find out how shotguns work against body armor.
Lock and load. Let's do this. out.
Surprisingly well. Okay.
Got one.
Got slightly flanked there. Okay, you need to reload.
Affirmative. Loading. Clear. Reloading.
Now you reload. Stealth? What's that? They just get advanced as a normal tree item? Okay. That would make perfect sense. Because they are supposed to be the local security forces. Okay, I don't like this approach here. Yeah. I only have 2 guys. There's only so much I can do. Although we could have done that a bit better. Okay, this room is empty this time. Make sure nobody's hiding behind the door or anything.
Got him.
I mean, if they're going to keep walking around the
Clear.
corner...
Loading. Loading.
Alright. Yeah, we're just gonna have to grenade around this corner. If there's anybody down there, they're gonna be sorry.
Frag out.
I wasn't even around the corner, what the hell? Alright.
Got him.
Of course, we immediately take an injury. Right? Shotguns probably aren't a good idea, but I kind of want to make him work now. They take just a little bit too long to get into action compared to the radar columns.
Roger. Reloading. Man down.
Yeah. Okay, let's not do the shotguns. Actually, wait. Do I have other options for ammo? Nope. Oh, I could get hollow sights. That might help. Sure. What other options do I have, though? For submachine gun type weapons. Mark 18s or MP5s are the only choices. For really shorty stuff. Neither is ideal, unfortunately.
I got hit.
Okay. Same problem as always. There were multiple guys in there that time. You know, I do have grenades. I could just start grenading that room right off the bat. It'd be kind of a giant waste of a grenade if nobody's in there, though.
Lost a man.
Alright. That was ridiculous. He was looking that way and we didn't even get a chance to see him before they started firing.
Got one.
Much less start firing at them. Okay, what is going wrong with that movement? That is making him be unable to defend himself there.
Man down.
He's just too much slower. Okay. Even with the his aim speed is just too low. Well, let's try standard MP5 since we don't have to be quiet. You know what? Yeah, screw that. We're using the MP5 SD. Okay. Apparently their armor isn't that good.
Got one.
Alright. The MP5 SD. It's an interesting gun. Let's check this room before we go past it. Okay. It has a rather interesting suppressor that can fully suppress even supersonic ammunition. And the way it does this is not particularly good because it just reduces the it has a large enough expansion chamber that oh, what do you call it?
Throwing frag.
That was a bad time for you to pop around the corner.
Man down.
Anyway, it has a large enough expansion chamber that a supersonic round loses enough gas pressure that it becomes subsonic.
Clear.
Now the problem with this is, it seems like a great, cool trick, you know. It makes even supersonic rounds subsonic. However, what you're giving up is a lot of the power from those rounds. The supersonic 9mm gains an awful lot of its oomph from the speed of the bullet. Can you wiggle a grenade through here? Kinda.
Throwing frag. Take cover.
That's what I was hoping would happen. And of course we did take out some guys down there, so that's good. Alright, there's a guy down there still.
Tango down.
Or at least there was. That might very well be him. Anyway, subsonic rounds will often have heavier bullets instead of a lighter powder load. Which means you maintain a lot of the power of the round just with a slower moving, heavier bullet. The MP5 SD gives some of that up in exchange for ammunition flexibility. Here, you may have another grenade. Because... Okay, there's probably not a guy down there. Okay, there was a guy down there. Alrighty.
No tangos.
We'll leave that bathroom for later. Anyway. So it's kind of a cool capability, but ultimately it I don't know. If it wasn't being made for a if you want a dedicated suppressed platform and you don't need to worry about military procurement of ammunition, it might make a whole lot more sense to use something else.
Good job.
Alright, that worked a
Mission
lot better that time. And yes, we could have went outside and did it that way, but that's boring. Actually, it's not boring, it's just slow. Okay. Well, the main selling point of that particular feature is that you didn't have to procure separate ammunition. You just use your standard 9mm, which is a great feature. And yeah, as long as your enemies aren't wearing body armor and you're using it at relatively close ranges, it's not going to matter. Okay. Disarm bomb, eliminate all terrorists. Okay. Well, I do believe that we will definitely be using these
Roger.
guys with the MP5
Wilco.
SDs.
Roger. Wilco.
And let's do
Wilco.
2 on each side
Roger.
of the gate. That way we can kind of sweep each group in together and then come straight in. We'll keep the frag grenades and slap charges for now.
Lock and load. Let's do this.
Okay. Actually, no, you look that way, you look that way. Okay. Outside's cleared. You can
Roger.
set a slap charge. I don't think we're going to screw with that window. We're just going to have everybody push in through here. Also, after setting slap charge, pull back a bit.
Placing charge. Charge ready.
Okay. Now you move in about there. Also watch that way. You watch the same way as everyone else is going to be watching. Also move in, but that way. And you kind of move into the middle there. Alright. Alright, that was a bad idea, but anyway. Let's get this initial part set up.
Affirmative.
Okay.
Got one. Placing charge. Ready to burn.
Squad neutralized. Mission failed.
Okay. We're definitely going to have to do 2 entry teams then.
Wilco. Got him. Setting charge. Ready to burn.
Okay.
Wilco.
Set charge, go there.
Placing charge. Charge ready.
Okay.
Squad neutralized. Mission
They
failed.
pop it immediately as we come around. Okay. So we need to pop this door first. Probably.
Got him. Placing charge.
That's
Ready
going to
to
be
burn.
interesting.
Affirmative. Setting charge. Charge set.
Okay.
Squad neutralized. Mission failed.
What in the world am I supposed to do about that?
Tango down.
Okay.
Placing charge. Ready to burn. Affirmative.
Four wall charges? That would set this bomb off, probably.
Setting charge. Ready
And
to
probably
burn.
set off all the other bombers in there. Okay, let's do that one first. That one second.
Got him.
Squad neutralized. Mission failed.
Who even blew up?
Tango down. Placing charge. Charge set.
I think we might have to go with planned wall charges all down the side after all. Except I think there's civilians in there we need to worry about.
Roger. Placing charge.
When the other thought is getting flashy,
Ready to burn.
that might also work. Okay. That worked.
Affirmative.
getting guys in there a little faster helped a lot.
Diffused.
And setting them
Good
to
job.
stop moving when they see an
Mission
enemy prevented them from... oh, we even got clean run. Prevented them from getting shot too much. Alright. Next thing I would have tried would have been flashbangs, but I was a little worried about the flashbangs taking a bit too long to get set off. Anyway, it worked out. What do we got here? Here to extract the HVT, eliminate all terrorists. Alright, the HVT does not appear to have any escape routes. So, well, let's just bring some guys in over here, I guess. We can bring up to 4, but only 2 if they don't have concealment. Alright. We'll bring these 2 guys because they're lower level and haven't seen much use. MP5s, frags. Okay, let's swap the frags for flashbangs for this mission. Alrighty.
Lock and load. Let's do this.
Don't know why we got a flash of enemy sight there. Okay. The only way out of there being jumping over that rail is sketchy as hell, but...
Affirmative.
I'm going to deliberately use manual breach here in order to try to draw enemies this way.
Alarm has been raised. Adjust accordingly.
Who shot who in there? What? Okay.
Affirmative. Setting charge. Ready to burn. Where are they?
I'm hoping that by using a slap charge, it looks like it'll pop that door too. Nope. Boo. Boo, I say. Well, considering it's being shot by somebody right now, it's probably a good thing it didn't pop. Alright. This is where I kind of wish I had a normal grenade to pop that door with. But we will do this the old-fashioned way.
Wilco, target in sight. Stand back!
There's our target.
Stay here.
Alright. This is a fun situation.
Clear!
Okay, that door is cleared. Yeah, just stay right there and don't move.
Wait here.
No. Do I want to trust this door enough to move past it? Well... Okay, well, one thing I definitely don't trust is this area.
Got one. Hands behind your back. Target in custody.
Okay. Get the hell out of here while we have an opportunity to do so. All
Good
right.
job. Mission complete.
That was pretty easy. I can see why it's called the trouble with doors, though. Because there's a lot of them. We did get away with that from that one without too many unexpected, well, without any unexpected openings. So I'm going to count myself extremely lucky. All right, Trader's Tower. Eliminate all enemies. Watch out for flammables, it says. Okay. That sounds exciting. Is it just me, or does that look a lot like a fuse? Okay.
Wilco.
Bring
Affirmative.
these guys, and let's bring frags instead
Roger.
of flashes.
Roger.
Alright.
Lock and load. Let's do this. Wilco. Tango down.
Okay. No locked doors? Doesn't look like it. That's a creepy layout. You want one? It is kind of interesting. There used to be a, I don't know if there still is for that matter. There might still be there. But there was a round house in a town near where I used to live as a kid. That was really cool. Just in town. Kind of an unremarkable looking house, except for the fact that it was round. Alright. Now.
Affirmative.
I don't like these doors, that's why I've got this guy watching them. Now that guy watching them. Okay.
Wilco.
That guy, there was a guy there, he must have went up to his corner. I don't like that.
Wilco.
Throwing a frag in there seems like a bad idea. Don't ask me why. Watch out for flammables, and the fact that the place is full of barrels maybe is a reason why.
Clear.
Good job. Mission complete.
Well, that was an ending. Okay. I got 3 achievements. Boom, boom, boom right there. What were they? Get 2 stars in every single mission. Get 3 stars in all missions. And get 1 star in all missions. Okay, so I just did all missions on 3 stars, and so it got me 3 achievements. I see. Let's look at that replay.
Got one.
Because I want to see that ending again. Yeah, these MP5s are pretty good.
Good job. Mission complete.
Just lit the whole room up. Okay. Well, that was all the single missions. And every single campaign, but not the tours of duty, as Rangers. Somehow positioned perfectly to have a line on everyone. Yep. So we've hit max level on the Rangers, just like a mission or two before there. We don't have all the gear unlocked on them, though. We've got most of it, but all the stuff that requires battle honors, most of that's still locked. And I didn't put any battle honors in any of the guys' individual stats or anything. Alright. Oh, let's see. Which next? SWAT or CIA? Want to see what I do with sappers and a shield? CIA is fun but tedious. Yeah. But also it's as different from the Rangers as you could possibly get. Let's see. So I kind of almost want to play through all the single player missions again with a different group. But can you imagine trying to do some of the stuff in, say, Extreme Rescues? Or Extreme Rescues 2? Like, say, this one with CIA? I don't even know if that would be possible. Yeah, it'd have to be possible, but I can't imagine trying to do double rush with CIA. Fire sale would probably be fairly easy. Anyway. Let's start with the very first mission of the very first map. And let's go with CIA. Okay. Now, we have all the stars in the world to spend on stuff. So, we could bring MP5Ks. Okay, let's just start unlocking shit. If it costs stars, I'm unlocking it. Except like that. That'd be stupid. Let's not do that. Hush Puppy seems like it might be useful. PPK seems like trash. Basic Glock 19, like, but why though? Oh, it's less suspicious, that's why. Okay. Yeah. You would not catch me dead using a Mark 17 or Mark 18. And a 1911 is just kind of obsolete at this point. It doesn't even give more covert points. Okay, we have the MP5K. How's it compared to this thing? This thing's aim speed is lower at close range, higher at long range. Accuracy is worse across the board. Crit chance is worse pretty much across the board. Except at very close range. Use the Glock 19. Mini red dot, of course. And then... we will, of course, use Jacketed Hollow Point, which have more crit chance at close range. Level 2 soft armor. Wait, why is 3A just worse across the board? That should be better than... Okay, there's more to it than those stats, I'm pretty sure. I think the stats are just the coverage. So the 3A would be stronger against, you know, stronger guns, but also less coverage. Okay, we don't have a whole lot of choices on hat, except one is clearly worse. Why would you ever bring the baseball cap? It doesn't have anything going for it. Unless it's different missions have different hat preferences. Okay. We could leave behind our grenades on these guys. Let's grab the pick gun. Because that actually seems useful. And we will not be bringing an RPG probably for a good long while. The baseball cap is the quintessential you're dying today notice. I suppose. Well, we're definitely bringing the traditional hat on these guys too. I'm not sure what the purpose of this is. It's not entirely useful in this climate, nor helpful to blend in, but at least every kid will know your ops are blacker than their ops. Why would I go down 2 points of concealment for something that is identical? It's like the bulk ball cap. It's just, why though? Okay. We will be bringing level 2 soft armor. But instead of the VSS, we could bring M4s. bring an MCX and 300 blackout. Do they have anything else in 300 blackout? Or do we have to use an MCX? Okay, that gets us well into suspicious territory if we bring anything nice with it. Yeah. Anyway. MP5 SDs are also suspicious. AK-74U is still covert. We can't bring anything except a PSO if we want to remain covert, though. Or irons. Irons are still good. Ooh. Man, I want the battle honors for using this thing. We might have to go play a campaign with these guys first. Alright. And then we'll take some hush puppies. So that we have... Oh, nope. Taking the hush puppy makes us suspicious. Okay, so we just can't bring a gun on these guys if we want to remain covert completely. Unless we were to drop the flashbangs. Then we could take the hush puppy. Or a Glock 19 or anything else for that matter. Pretty sure it isn't gonna matter, because as soon as these guys are detected, they're... Yeah. I want flashbangs. We need them for when things get loud. Okay, so the AK is definitely an option here. The AK underfolder seems like a bad idea. The stock prevents the mounting of optics. That's not how that works. It's an underfolder. Optics don't mount on the bottom of the gun. Anyway. Oh, game developers. Here's what I wish we could use with the other idiots, the MP5A5. With separately mounted suppressor. That gets us well into the suspicious territory, though. It's better than the SD across the board. We compare them without... Yeah, it's just better than the SD across the board. It's probably not as quiet, though. Downrange, 8 meters. Whereas the SD... Downrange 2.5 meters. This is with 9x19 subsonics. I'm not sure how 9x19 subsonic would perform out of a... Yeah, this would be a pretty good choice if it wasn't so suspicious. And obviously we're going to be bringing ponchos. Anyway, let's use the AK though. Suppressed. Without a with iron sights and with hollow point ammo, since we can't afford the cool subsonic ammo. Although, after doing a few missions here, we will go do a campaign so I can get those 2 points. Alright, the undercover guys will be using Glock 19s. However, for this mission, we're taking 2 Black
Copy.
Ops dudes.
On it. We're up. Let's roll.
Hello, Mr. Terrorist. I promise I'm just your average, everyday, normal guy. We're just here for inspection. Yeah, don't mind me. Okay. There's a nice stealthy spot that I can get my gun out without alerting everybody and their brother. Right here, apparently. Or better yet, over here. Alright.
Confirmed. Copy. Engaging. No orders, boss? I've been made.
Not here!
I'm hit. Upload. All chill. Got hit. Smoked one.
Okay. You can definitely tell these guys are way
chill.
less experienced. They don't have any of the cool,
Smoked one.
better at shooting things skills. Which is why we're running through some of these early missions before I try to do campaigns. Alright, damn it. Okay, what can you see? Precious little. Alright, let's try to get...
On it. Confirmed. Going loud. Upload. I've been spotted.
Not here!
You have my permission to use automatic fire, by the way.
No contacts.
Okay. I should have just flashbanged that room.
All chill.
Good job. Mission complete.
Alright, new personal best. Woo! Okay. Yeah. I got us a few levels on those guys, and we got a new doctrine. Okay, reloads don't matter at all. You want to reload when you're not actively being shot at. I probably want to sink some. I probably want to sink a bunch of points into rifles to start. However, taking improved disguises right off the bat is extremely tempting. There's a lot of interesting things over here. Get intel in any positions at mission start. Mission objectives are highlighted for 10 seconds on mission start. Okay. Equip and practice with deep cover rigs for their handguns, improving their concealment status to they're almost undetectable. Okay. Let's... We have 2 points to spend. Reloads don't matter. I think if I take a level of quick draw and a level of close quarter speed, and we use the undercover guys for this mission. Or I take one of those and one of those. Okay. Yeah, we'll use the undercovers on this mission. Block
We're up.
19s.
Let's roll.
Go reveal where all the enemies are real quick.
Copy. On it.
All right.
Confirmed. Copy. Going loud. Upload.
I forgot to give you guys suppressors, didn't I?
Not here!
All chill. Upload.
Oh, it worked out anyway.
On it. Copy that. Going native. Going under.
Suspicious individuals? No, I didn't see any suspicious individuals. What are you talking about? Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about. What suspicious individuals? Unfortunately, this area is yellow, so that's not going to work to
On it. Engaging.
continue
On
hiding.
it.
But anyway.
Copy that.
Stay here.
On it. I've been spotted. Target spotted. I've been made. On it.
Pretty sure there's a guy in there.
Bag him.
See?
Jackpot.
Good job. Mission complete.
Alright. New personal best time, apparently. And those guys each gained a level or two. Yeah, they're level 2. These guys are both level 3, so we should probably continue using the undercovers for a bit. Speaking of level 3, we're almost at level 3 squad. Actually, we can bring everybody along this time. Alright, first of all, we need to bring suppressed pistols. The Glock 19 customized are cool and all, but I need something that has a suppressor on it. And for this, I think we're going to use the MP5Ks. With micro red dots, and jacket hollow points, but no lockpick machine, because that'll get us back to covert. Okay. Second covert is my best shooter. He is, actually. This guy, on the other hand, is absolutely terrible at everything except assault shooting.
We're up. Let's roll.
Alright. The thing to keep in mind is, everyone here is covert. The only difference is whether they have a pistol or whether they have a an actual rifle. Okay. There's a lot of guys in here. Who else can see him? Nobody. Everyone else is looking other directions. Alright, I don't think we can get far enough into a corner here for that guy not to be able to spot us. Actually, we can. Okay. He's facing away, he's facing away. Okay.
Confirmed. Confirmed. On it. On it. Engaging. Compromised. Just go. Get down. One down.
Not here!
Clear.
Good job. Mission complete.
Alright. Easy game. Oh, we got a clean run too. Nice. Ooh, nice mission. Well, an easily accessible fuse box. Let's see. We gained more level ups on these guys. And we've gained another level on Doctrine. We need to improve rifles a bit. I'm not sure if this counts a rifle or a pistol. Doesn't really say.
Copy that.
Unless just everything that's in the second slot is a pistol and everything in the first slot is a rifle. Okay, is there anything I can do to make you less suspicious? Nope. Okay, so you just can't carry one of those without the... Alright, well in that case... Boom. Boom, boom. And boom. Okay, that should get everyone nice and covert. Even if they're using AK-74Us. Alright, technically you probably don't need the poncho anymore. No, you still need the poncho. Although maybe you wouldn't without the flashbang. Anyway, doesn't really matter.
We're up. Let's roll. On it.
There's a fuse box there that nobody's looking at. The problem is... I'm pretty sure that the act of popping that fuse box makes too much noise. Okay. Kind of curious. I forgot what the sound radius was in these guns. But currently everyone is outside of enemy view, so we could pop everybody and clean the outside area out. Or we could just attempt to ignore them. Okay, so if I sabotage this equipment, that is going to attract this guy's attention, I'm pretty sure. Well, let's try something.
Copy.
You swap your
Engaging.
gun out,
Confirmed.
and you sabotage equipment.
It's done. Compromised.
Yeah, no.
I got hit.
Okay. That's clearly not going to work. Can I bring... Ooh, I can. Okay. We'll bring hush puppies on the covert guys. And maybe we can use them to clear out some enemies like that one who's causing problems.
Copy.
Okay. Let's get the coverts over this direction. This mission was awful with SWAT. I guess it's a good thing we're not using SWAT then, isn't it? Okay, there's a guy, there's a guy, there's a guy. There's not one standing back there this time. Okay, neither of those two idiots are looking at this person. Let's try something silly. This probably isn't going to work, but let's try it.
Engaging. Compromised.
Damn it. I had him use the wrong gun. Alright, let's do that again, this time using the right gun.
Confirmed.
Okay. Now,
Copy that. On it. Going
right
loud.
there.
Compromised.
I deliberately moved you out of... Oh, we're in the light, that's why.
Copy.
Oh, shit! Shit!
Yeah. Alright, do it first, you don't succeed. Keep trying the silly thing you're
Copy
trying
that.
until it works.
Copy that. Engaging. Copy that. On it. Going native.
Okay. Yeah, you have to change weapon and then you have to change weapon again.
Copy that.
Okay, so he's looking into the wall. Okay, we can ignore him for now. Okay, blue's good to go.
On it. Engaging.
Apparently we're just a hair too close to him.
Engaging.
Well, we're not doing the same thing over and over again. We're doing slightly different things. I'm experimenting. Figuring out what I can get away with.
Copy that. On it.
Okay,
Letting
put
in.
it away. Now, you.
Copy that.
Swap gun.
Engaging.
Swap
Confirmed.
gun. Put it away.
Confirmed. Going native. Copy that.
Open door. Okay, he's just standing there staring at the wall. Okay.
Copy that. Copy that. Engaging. Compromised.
Right there.
I've been spotted.
Oh, they both went back to their rifles right away. Bastards.
Going
Alright.
loud.
So there's no point getting them on pistols ahead of time. You have to change the rifle and then change. Okay.
Copy that. Going native. Confirmed.
Alright, these guys are a little bunched up. Okay. Well, I mean, that works too.
Confirmed. Copy. Engaging. On it. Copy that. Compromised.
Okay, that worked really well.
No contacts. Confirmed. Going native. Confirmed. Going native. Confirmed.
What do you mean suspicious actions? I didn't see any suspicious actions. Okay, so those hush puppy pistols are pretty good.
Nothing here.
Move our orange up a little closer so we can see better.
Copy that. Going loud. Confirmed. Confirmed. Blending in.
Okay.
Confirmed.
Enemy.
Going loud.
Well, that's not what I wanted to do. We were a little too close, apparently. I thought we were outside of his range, but I should have double checked. Alright, you, Mr. Still Non-Suspicious, go over there and
Confirmed.
sabotage that way, too.
Stop right there.
Compromised. I'm hit.
You could, you know, stop doing that as soon as you were compromised. Alright, anyway. What is the range on these as far as sound travel range? 2 meters. Okay, that's really close. Okay. The problem is oh wait, doesn't have a suppressor either. .5 meter sound travel range. Can we reduce that? Nope, we can only make it worse. Alright. Let's see what other options we have. Suppressed Glock 19. 7.5 meter. Or 4.5 meter. Okay, so that's less. Okay, jacket hollow points are a good bet. Okay, now what about the MP5K? 9 meter. 5.5 with jacket hollow point. Okay. So this thing is super quiet. At the expense of making the guys completely worthless when it gets loud. But that's fine. I
Going
want to
loud.
experiment with
Copy that. Going under.
doing everything sneakily. I should check the PPK.
On it.
Here. Use your pick gun. That's faster, probably.
On it.
Not actually that much faster, okay. The pick gun's probably not worth bringing. Okay. I didn't realize until just like a attempt or two ago that you could measure distances by dragging this out. Somehow I just never noticed that before.
On it. Confirmed. Engaging. EKIA.
Okay.
Copy. Going under. Copy that. Going under. Copy that.
Being in the yellow area won't immediately make them detect him,
Done here.
so it is okay to linger there a little bit. As long as it's not too long.
Hey!
Apparently climbing over that was suspicious action. Oops. Maybe?
I've
What are
been
you
spotted.
doing here?
Yeah, he started noticing right away.
Hey!
Alright, that was interesting to know. Can't climb
Engaging.
over things with enemy
Copy
watching
that.
you.
Going native.
The pick gun... Okay, the pick gun does make it about half twice as fast, I guess. But you don't need it to go through locked doors quietly.
Copy that.
Okay, that'll work.
Copy. Copy. Copy that. Going loud. Compromised. One down. On it. Copy. Going native. Going native.
Alright. You will kill the
Copy.
lights. Actually, you don't go kill the lights.
Confirmed. Engaging.
You take him out,
Copy. Going native.
then you kill the lights.
Copy that. Done.
Okay. Press F, it'll trigger them at the same time.
Enemy!
Okay, you're full of shit, dude. There was no enemy there. Alright, we got into cover fast enough that wasn't a problem.
Copy. Copy. Engaging. Compromised. X-ray down. Copy. Copy that. Blending in. Going native.
There we go.
On it.
Okay, grab
On
the
it.
dude.
Got a hostage.
We should be hidden enough, we're not going to have to do anything about that.
I'm out of here!
Hostage is safe.
Alright, that's one of the hostages.
Where are
That guy seems a little suspicious for some reason. I don't think that's going to be far enough out of his view. We can't just sneak up behind him and take him out. So this is probably the part where the noisier individuals might have to. So let's not move you.
Confirmed.
No, let's not do that. There we go. This is the part where the noisier individuals are going to have to get involved, I think. That wasn't marked as forbidden.
I got hit.
What are you on about?
Confirmed. On it. Going loud.
Yeah!
I've been
Stop!
spotted. I've been spotted.
Yeah, that door is not marked as a red area we're not allowed to get into. So why did going through that door suddenly set them all off? Okay. Moderately annoying.
Confirmed.
You don't need two guys up here. It must have been because they were on high alert because they're their hostage.
Copy.
Okay, close the door behind you. And then... this is not an ideal situation. Because if we go in here, they're going to detect us really fast and start yelling.
Copy that.
Okay, we need to wait till one of these guys walks out of the other's view cone. Not quite that, but it's close. There we go.
Copy. Going loud. EKIA. Copy that. On it. Blending in. Done.
Okay.
Copy that.
I did get the enemies moving around a little bit, but that's fine. It is 10:45. I didn't even notice that survey. To be perfectly honest,
nothing here?
okay. But there really needs to be as a way to distract enemies. Like, hey, you, come over here.
Confirmed. Going loud. Copy. Going native.
Who's there?
I've been spotted.
Yeah, okay. Darn. I wasn't insistent on trying to do this whole thing covert, which is not going to work very well. That would have been fine. Saw the blood on my shoes, apparently. Alright, let's just do this the louder way. We'll clear out a few guys to kill the lights with the sneaky guys.
Copy. Confirmed. Engaging. MMA. One down. No contacts. Confirmed. On it. Blending in. Going under. Confirmed.
What are you doing here?
I've been spotted. I'm here.
Alarm! Alarm!
On it. Copy. Going loud. No orders, boss?
Stop right there!
I got hit!
Yeah, that wasn't gonna work. Once he got spotted there, it was... Yeah. Put these guys in here to slightly more advantageous positions. The thing is, nobody here has night vision goggles, including our guys. We gotta be careful about positioning. Alright.
Copy. Confirmed.
I see.
Engaging.
Who's there?
Compromised. Compromised.
Fuck! Not here!
Well, that worked. Kind of. Very poorly,
Copy.
but kind of.
Copy. Going native. Going under.
Somebody did yell about they're here, so...
Copy that.
Okay, we're inside without anybody spotting us. Going past the suspicious area. Okay, let's try to clear this guy out too.
Confirmed. Going loud. Copy. Going native.
Alright, make sure there's nobody in this room. There is.
Confirmed.
No.
Copy. Engaging. On it. Going native.
Okay. Go over there to the one non-suspicious area left.
Confirmed. I'm here.
Kill the lights.
Copy that. Copy. Going loud.
Stop right there!
I've been
Stop right
spotted.
there!
I've been spotted. EKIA. Injured.
I see you.
Man down.
Damn it.
Injured.
These idiots immediately went to cover, which is extremely bad for us. Alright. Yeah. A small taste of things to come, I think. Let's give them some frag grenades. I'm kind of tempted to give you guys some frag grenades too. It's not like we don't have the covertness to do it. Oh, we're only 1 point off. Oh wow, we could almost carry an RPG and remain covert. Okay, that's ridiculous. I could definitely bring better body armor too. Let's bring 3A soft armor. And can you guys bring... Ooh, level 4 tac vests. Almost, but not quite capable of carrying them. We could definitely bring 3A soft armor. Drop the lockpick? Yeah, that is a good idea. But I want to bring a thermal torch instead. Not for this mission, maybe, but... These are insurgents. RPGs aren't suspicious at all. True. Anyway, these hush puppies are really good. Anyway, I think we will continue with this next time, though, because it is 10:53. We're only to here. We're like 4 missions in on CIA, which isn't very far. And these are, of course, the super easy ones, but... Anyway. I wonder how many different backgrounds the game has, cycles through. There's definitely a bunch of them that I haven't seen yet. Or at least I don't remember this particular one. Maybe it has several for the whatever the last squad you picked was or something. Got used to CIA with small apartment RNG kill missions. Yeah, they'd actually really rock on the small apartment missions because the pistols, you know, compared to how they would on, like, say, the giant 8-man or more missions. Trying to do those with CIA would be interesting. Very long, I'm sure. Tomorrow... Probably door kickers? However, somehow, at least one marketing firm has figured out what my business email is. That email has no connection to my streaming anything. It is not listed on my Twitch. It is not listed on my YouTube. It has never been mentioned in connection with either of them. And yet somebody keeps asking me if I want game keys using that email. It's very odd. I'm not going to tell them to stop, but you kind of have to wonder, how did they even find out that it existed? The only thing I've ever used that email for is related to my programming job. Anyway, there must be some connection I'm not aware of somewhere. That or somebody just Googled my name and somehow ran into that email first. I don't know. But anyway, long story short, I have a game key for Nordhold, which is actually a kind of interesting looking tower defense game. It came out today, apparently. So I don't know. Maybe we'll play it tomorrow. It might be fun. I haven't played a decent tower defense in a long time, so maybe we'll have to give it a spin. I mean, I got the key, so I might as well. But anyway, I do want to play more door kickers, though, so it's going to be kind of one of those deals where it depends on how I'm feeling tomorrow. But anyway, I got some other game key through the same, just somebody emailed me a random ass key through that email. It's like, what are you doing? The only place that email is even listed on the internet is on my website. And that website is not connected to my streaming anything, except, actually, that's not quite true. That domain does host my overlays for OBS, but that's not anything that anyone else is ever going to look at unless they, I guess, are insane enough to load that page up. But anyway, if you're really curious, I think I might have posted the URL to the overlay page on my Discord at one point. So have fun sleuthing that around and then reading my terrible code. Thursday, we'll be playing some Total Annihilation. Friday will probably be EDF. And then Saturday will definitely be Cataclysmo. And Sunday, maybe Cataclysmo and maybe Total Annihilation, depending on how far we get in Cataclysmo on Saturday. But for tonight, let's see. There's still a distinct lack of AF. And Avi is playing that repo game again. Ugh. Yeah, what's not really anybody. Hopefully I see you all back here tomorrow for whatever variation of game we play then. And I will see you all later. Good night. And goodbye.